Tension in Kaduna as armed men abduct Catholic priest Reverend Father Bobo Pascal by his brother. This is another Reverend Father that has been kidnapped. They've spied his brother. Have you ever heard that they abduct an imam? I've never heard it before that an imam was kidnapped and was spied. It's always the Reverend Fathers. It's always the pastors. It's always Christians. This is Christians persecution going on. There's nothing to even drag. There's nothing to even deny. This is Christian genocide going on. Why have they not kidnapped one imam before to buy him? I don't understand. Oh God. Fear and outrage have gripped Kaduna State following a violent attack in the early hours of November 17, 2025 in Kushe Gugdu Kagako local government area. Armed assailants stormed the residence of Reverend Father Bobo Pascal, the parish priest of St. Joseph Catholic Church, abducting him along with several community members and buying his older brother during the raid. You can imagine. The Catholic Archdiocese of Kaduna confirmed the abduction and the buying shortly after the incident, calling on Nigerians to pray for the safe return of the priest and others taken. The attack adds to the growing list of clergies targeted by kidnappers in northern Nigeria, a region already overwhelmed by banditry, terror-linked violence, and widespread insecurity. As news of the abduction spread, social media erupted with unverified reports claiming that Father Pascal has been murdered by his captors. By November 19, the rumors had gone viral, triggering grief, panic, and renewed calls for government intervention. However, as of November 20, neither the Archdiocese nor security agencies have confirmed the priest's death, urging the public to disregard misinformation until official updates are released. So people will wait for official updates to be released, and you will not go and look for a way to rescue the man. President of Gakako described the assault as another painful reminder of the worsening security crisis affecting rural communities across Kaduna State. The region has seen repeated attacks tied to armed bandits and extremist groups, including Boko Haram affiliates, who continue to target villages, highways, and religious leaders. The murder of Father Pascal's brother and the abduction of the priest have sparked demands for stronger security deployment, with community members expressing frustration over the frequency of kidnappings. Church leaders have also appealed for calm and collective prayers as authorities work to locate the victims. Security operatives have not yet issued a formal update on rescue efforts, leaving many anxiously awaiting new information. In what has become another tragic chapter in Nigeria's escalating wave of violence against clergy and vulnerable communities, yet they will say it's not Christians that they are buying. Somebody, Michael, says Nigeria is worsening every day as APC Muslim presidency spreads its Islamization agenda. Yes, they have an agenda to Islamize the country. In the next 5 years, when northern Nigeria will be forced to be Islam, then new steps will be taken to force Islam on the south. God will not allow them. God will not allow them. Ogwesu Ogenenleye says 99% of all terrorist groups in the world are Muslims, and none of their big wigs will ever come out and say these terrorists are our Muslim brothers that are turning the Quran evil. So from today we disassociate from them and they are no longer Muslims. Or have you seen any Christian terrorist groups or group of armed robbers spying people in Madrid and chanting Jesus is God? Or have you seen Jews who go from mosque to mosque spying people and chanting Jehovah alone is God? The major problem is Islam. Amina says that these North Fulani people buying anyhow in Nigeria, what have they done with them or to them that are buying human beings like rats? Like saying a chicken that they buy. Okwonwa says our soldiers are in the southeast because of Kanu's judgment, neglecting more critical issues you can imagine. And elders whose house is on fire is busy chasing rats. They rather deploy soldiers to go to Abia State rather than deploy them to go and fight actual wars against the real terrorists. It is well. Okay, Chuku says, President Trump, when are you coming? Things are seriously getting out of hand now. Solomon Onabi says, their Governor Alia's friends that came to do this are not terrorists. These people targeted are also not Christians by this warped sense by his warped sense of understanding. I think this one they talk. Uncle says Nigeria don't enter one chance, so I'm telling you, maybe one chance today. It is only God that can save us right now. Sophia Kuke says there is no genocide against Christians in Nigeria. Trump is lying. May God judge every one of you. Are you trying to be sarcastic? Are you trying to be sarcastic? Okereke says, Reverend Father of Benue State, who claimed to be a governor, is a sellout. Did you receive this news? That one? Is that one a governor? I beg, if they are calling governor, people should not be calling Aliyah. What's his name? People should not be calling him, I beg. Larry Kokeke says, the true scenario and situation of Nigeria proved that many people in Nigeria inhuman looks, but within or inside they are animals, like the idiotic Reverend Father who is the governor of Benue State. Oga Father, how do you and what do you call this? If not that you were a governor, should they never for don't kidnap you to, buy you to? That one is not a governor. Benue State, they've never had a good governor. As in, I don't know how they pick their governors in that Benue State. All of them, rubbish. Fito Tebura says, with the situation in Nigeria, it had proven that Nigeria have lost its claim to independence. Nigeria is no more governable. It is in a state of fight for your survival. Yes. Fight for your survival. Femidim says, what is happening? Is Nigeria under the siege of jihadists? Obviously now. Someone Okolo says, this was going on while some fools were sent to US to go and rubbish themselves with dubious lies. As Nicholas says, Christians wake up and do the needful. Ben Iyezo says, the true evidence of the Christian genocide in Nigeria. Who says it is not? It is actually a Christian genocide. There is no other name for it. Odiji says, Gumi and his boys are working. Adebisi Adeshala says, Gumi needs to be arrested and fired. What's America waiting for? For goodness sake, all these guys are animals with their leaders. That is why Israel doesn't spare them. Beatrice says, terrorists that enter church at Kwara by people and kidnapping some since 2 days. I have not heard about that. You've not heard about it where? Peter Truth says, stop saying armed men, just say Islamic terrorists. Edo says, Donald Trump, why did you talk when you know you were not really ready to act? Oscar says, outrageous. God is watching every step that we take. One boss says, why can't we sentence to life in prison? The real criminals are allowed to operate. Unperturbed, yes, they are operating without anybody checkmating them. They're just doing whatever it is that they like. Vic Alex says, Mr. Kuka, where are you? You don't want to defend genocide anymore. But people should not be calling him that Aliyah. Don't be calling him. And listeners, don't forget to like, to share, subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.